Alright, welcome back to another video where stuff gets kicked around and I do a proper job of the clutch pedal plus anything else I include in this video, which might include... Oh, it's a long way down. Starting to get this rust repaired, which, it's going to be interesting getting down, cutting it and not setting fire to everything, I think. Yeah. Roll intro. Too soft. Joe! Get a big hammer. Oh, this is still barely high enough. Lordy help me. A little weeping from that box, you reckon? Hold on, let me put some light on it without blinding me. I reckon it's all leaking down there. Surely not. Surely not. Hopefully it's just stuff that's built up over time. What? Oh, do we have a leak in the power steering too now? God. Well, I don't think getting under this was a good idea. I don't know. All this green stuff you got coming down here is coolant mix. It's just going everywhere, so I've got to seal up this gasket again, I think, if it's going to keep leaking. Oh, it's really frustrating. Anyway, I'm going to try and look for this bolt that I lost in here somewhere. Dropped in from the top and never came back. So I think it's on top of the starter motor. Just quietly. Which means I reach up and around and do hard reaching stuff. I should have been using a magnet in the first place. There it is, that's the gap I'm looking for. In there, try and look for a nut. I doubt I'll find it. I'll have a play around, explore, and you're not going to be able to see any of this, and I'll let you know if I find anything. Otherwise, go for a walk outside. Before dark, find it. Alright, been around, had a look, walked wherever I drove around the property, and yeah, I don't think it's actually fallen out. I think it's still stuck onto the gearbox. So, yeah, that's good, but also not good, because really wanted to find that nut. If it is still on top of that gearbox, then I'll just need a magnet to get it off. And really small hands, which I don't possess, and I don't know of anyone who does have small hands. I might walk this again just to make sure I've covered everywhere that I've been with the Falcon and I haven't just cut my losses too soon, because yeah, sometimes you get those moments where you go up until you're you give up, and then you find it moments later when you're not looking for it and it's suddenly there. So yeah, I'll keep my eyes peeled and see if I can find it, otherwise I'll go back to checking that gearbox and see if I can find it. Alright, as it goes, I need to stick in everything with my everything, because I seriously I forgot my tripod and I've got nothing to hold this up with, so I'm pretty much going to be making it up as I go along. I mean, that'll do, I guess. So just blow the cover off. Dusty as heck, man. I'm hoping I'll put this metal piece in here, because I can't find it. You know know what I'm talking about, don't you? The little metal plate that I made for the hole in the bottom there. Don't know where it's gone. Moved some stuff the other day. Oh boy, not good. Now let's put it on. Alright, I'm gonna keep walking up and down so I can find it, but I'm gonna leave this alone until I found what I'm looking for. I'll find the piece and I'll show you and we'll keep working on it. Sound good? Cool? Okay, bye. Hey, winning! Look at that. Found it. It was, let me put that somewhere safe so I don't lose it. Alright. Helps if you can see what's happening. Give me a second. So, I'll put this on the pointer view. Down in there, you'll see a bit of a lip. So like right in there. A little fin sort of looking thing. Stuck the magnet down there after playing around underneath the car for I don't know how long. And came back up and whoa, found it. So that's good news. Means I get to put it back on the bolt thread over there, which I'll do right now. So good thing it didn't drop out into the grass or the gravel, but oh, it actually cleans it up a little bit. Hilarious. Anyway, I can go on there. These are 12, 13, I think. There. Alright, let's do this up. Righty tighty. Woo! 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 Okay, this is boring. Let's skip to the end. Alright. Nuts on, finally. Let me tell you about what's going to be happening in here, because we're not going to be keeping this all together with cable ties. Oh no. No, I've got a design from FIO 3D, which is going to help keep all these plug wires kept together nice and neatly, and also has a spot for the accelerator and cruise control cables to sit. Once that's been made up, I'll fit it up. We'll join all that back up and it should look very neat and tidy, almost new, if not improved from the original version. And then something went disastrously wrong. You know, in good old-fashioned Ford style. So update on e-boost. Simply put, something else going wrong with it. Yeah, so I got it, the nut bolts shortened down so I could get the clutch in a bit more. And then it suddenly decided that it doesn't want to run well in the bottom end of it. So, yeah, when I was running, I leant underneath the car because I heard a knocking noise and it sounds like something's broken in the bottom end or rubbing really badly. So right now I've got two options. One, drop the oil pan out and see if I can see anything going wrong with it. Or two, leave it for another time. Like kind of, excuse me, Monday. Should be a few days' time. Truly don't want to start the job and realise something's gone horribly wrong. That'd be my biggest worry at the moment. It would suck. Yeah, I've pretty much run out of all hope for this car at the moment, because it's just been a massive petulant child. Pan the drain pan out, which means I've got to put new oil in the Falcon now. suck. But yeah, it's just really ruined my day. Not happy. Really not happy. Right, wish me luck. Gonna need it. Alright, that was not fun. That was a whole headache and a half. Some of those bolts were just so hard to get to. I ended up having to get a bend, like a angle piece on it with a thinner bar, just to get in. The brackets that connect the motor to the gearbox getting in the way, and there's a K frame in the way, there's just everything in the way. So I've adapted up this this tool. Sometimes I needed to use the small bit, which is just a small socket there. Overall, I did not enjoy that job at all. Worst part now is dropping the pan without dropping it on my face and dropping any more dust and stuff. I haven't got clear safety glasses. Really should have gone down and got some, but I can't be bothered right now. So now what I need to do is grab some screwdrivers and gradually work down the oil pan, so I can lower it and pull it out. Obviously needs to make a new gasket for it, which I've got some liquid gasket. We'll just use that because that's going to be just as good, I hope. Sorry about that light. Just focusing on telling a story and not where the light's coming from. So anyway, I'll put it on time lapse again and yeah, go again pretty much. I don't know whose idea it was to put 25mm steel tubing welded to the front of the K-frame. You're a dickhead. If you can't do it the conventional way, do it the cheap way. Alright, give me a few minutes to set this up and get grinding. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to the most dangerous power tool that my papa has in his shed. Oh yeah. I remember the first murder I committed with this. Wait, what? Alright, so I've tried to lift the motor up to get the pan out. Hasn't worked. So I've got to come up with a way to loosen all the belts, take the crankshaft pulley off, and then get the pan out that way. Is this even worth the effort? Alright, I've spent the last hour and this shit. Sorry, just been rudely interrupted by a phone call. Yeah, I've got to get this engine crane out behind all this timber, so yeah. Roll time lapse. Alright, engine lift is all hooked up. I've just got to raise it up until I can get the the sump out. Once I've got the sump out, I'll leave it there until I can work out what's going on with the motor. And then we'll keep progressing with whatever comes next. Alright, I've learned 3 important things today. 1, you should never try and do big stuff on your own. Number 2, you should never try to work on a Falcon on your own. Number 3, you should never trust Ford Australia. I don't even know if this is fucking worth keep working on, to be honest. I don't want to keep working on it. It's not worth my time. It's seriously not worth my time. Why should I spend hours with a engine crane and a garage crawler trying to get this oil pan out? Why? For what purpose? Achieve nothing. Oh, where'd I leave the keys? I'm out. I'm not even doing the outro, it's not worth it. Alright, so what I've decided to do today is, as well as try and get the engine up and moving, which is going to be a huge job, because nothing ever comes easy in Fords, especially the Falcons, I've decided to start taking off the catalytic converter. So catalytic converter runs towards the CRC, the end that's hanging up, and this piece that's hanging down is just the pipe that goes out towards the rear. So I get this pipe here, while it's hanging, all hung up somewhere up here, so it stops hanging and damaging the mounts. Where to hang it, where to hang it? I'll get out of it. I might bury it in this bracket if I can. The part is getting it around. There's a rock in here. How'd that get there? There we go, that's out. Up like that. Doesn't matter too much if it's off to the side, so I can get it over and hung up. There we go. That's hanging a bit better than what it was. Alright, so now I need to get the nuts off of this side here. Now these nuts are going to come out. I've got the 12mm spanner here somewhere. All I do is I can leave this hanger hanging, and then easy just to mount straight back up to, but theory's never as good as the actual thing. So anyway, what's it like being upside down? No, wait, I'm upside down. Shoot. There we go. There we go. And now, for the moment that nobody's asked for, a stellar effort of really poor fixes. Now it's down, all I have to do is get everything out of the way and get it out. Alright, the exhaust is out. Whew, what absolute... Oh, hang on, let me see you guys. What absolutely exhausting work. Haha, I'm a genius, not. Grab you so you get to see the party. Oh, agony. Oh, my word. Aunt Stella. Alright, so I've got to take this back down to creeper now so I can show you what's happened. So I've taken the bracket from under the gearbox, lifted the back end, you can see there, to hold the gearbox. Oh, there's so little room in here. So the drive shaft's come off. It's being hung up by string. There's my hand. It's upside down and backwards. That's my face. So this string here is holding up the drive shaft and a bit of the exhaust. You've got the, oh my gosh, don't fix. Got that stand holding up the gearbox. Oh. Found a lot more rust underneath. I wasn't looking, so that was nice. Started getting everything unbolted in the engine bay, so cleaner off, hose off, exhaust, the catalytic converters off that you've seen. So now we've got to try and next time disconnect, like next time I'm available for time, which will be later in the video, disconnect this fan and take that and this shroud off, which probably won't be possible without this return line being removed. I'll have to look at that. Anyway, let's call it a night. I've got to get back to the city so I can get to work tomorrow and then do some stuff and do some thoughtful things for when Sue gets back from Bali. So hopefully she'll appreciate what I've got for her as a surprise. I'll let you know at the end of the video. Alright, next day, rolling around.
I would say it has to go that way because that spins that way, so they have to go up that way to keep it tight, won't it?
Yeah.
Otherwise it'll come undone.
You can always quickly consult the book if you want.
That's the way we used to get them off. It looks like it's a nut on the end of the shaft. That's what it looks like.
73.
Otherwise you've got to undo the nuts on the hub.
Yeah.
Which is a bit awkward.
Wouldn't expect anything else in this car. It says install the fan clutch removal tool to two of the water pump pulley retaining bolts. Alternatively, insert a flat bladed screwdriver between one of the retaining bolts and the water pump hub to prevent the assembly rotating.
Yeah, okay.
Use a 32mm spanner, loosen the fan clutch retaining nut.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, don't make them to come off, do they?
I don't know whether that'll be quite
Big enough? We'll get the bigger one.
Oops. But you've got to get it in there, see? Like that.
A bit bigger one?
You won't get a bigger one in there though. That's the problem. So See, it just turned that out of there.
I'll grab that, you.
Yeah, but it's not getting, can't see very well. Oh, that's better. But it doesn't really go in far enough to hold it. I know we've done a few of them. We used to just get them like that, and crack them with a hammer just to see it. But it's probably fairly tight. The only other way to get the fan off is to undo those 4 nuts on the fan hub itself. See, the problem is too, you put that screwdriver in there and it's stopping the nut from turning. That's what they suggest you do, but it's not a very good idea.
So flat load screwdriver between one of the water pump hub. Where's the water pump hub?
Yeah, that's the hub there. Retaining nuts and then give it a crack. That's what they're saying. But, oh, I like that might be better. Like that might be better. If you can get that. Probably wants a bigger one. And put it.
Bigger screwdriver.
You won't get it any bigger than that. You won't get it in there.
Yeah, bigger without being wider.
Yeah. I doubt whether that'll be. I'll hold it enough to bloody undo that because it'll be bloody tight. Can't get it in there. Oh, now it is.
In?
Now it is.
Yep. Use your hammer.
You're going to be right.
Yep. Oh, that jumped out. Right in there?
No.
No?
No, you got to go underneath.
Underneath. Oh, like that?
Yeah.
Yep, that's in.
I guess that's got to go that way.
Yeah, motor spins that way.
Well, this goes that way, doesn't it?
The blade.
Which way do the blades go?
The blade spin the same. Well, the blade spin that way, like clockwise. Unless you want to just crank the motor so slightly.
That means that'll be turning that way. That means this would have to go back the other way, anti-clockwise. Don't do it. It'll be a left-hand thread.
Yep.
See if you can get that to sit.
Same thing.
See if you can get it in the way you were going to do it a minute ago, like that.
That way?
Yeah.
Yep.
Doesn't say which way to undo it, does it?
No, they don't. That'd be a really intelligent thing to do, wouldn't it? It does say in the here which direction the motor does turn.
If that's going that way.
35.
Yeah, if that's going that way, the nut's got to be this nut's got to be going that way, lock tied up, so it's got to undo. So it does go that way. This has got to go. Yeah, it's a anti-clockwise bloody release. But it'll be pretty tight. Pretty certain they are anti-clockwise, like a left-hand thread.
Do you want to get in and try and muscle it a bit?
Oh, you can give it a try, but it'll be pretty tight. Going to that way.
This way? Getting anything?
No, I'm holding it, but it's
Out the way a little bit.
wants a bigger screwdriver, but hold on, I'll hold it against the, right, I'll hold it there.
No, it's just turning the whole thing.
Yeah,
Sucks.
I'm certainly used to whacking with a big hammer to get the bloody things off. You're looking at the shape of the fan blades, it would go that way. So that means the motor's going that way.
Well, the pump's at least going that way.
Yeah. So, so that nut,
Goes straight down to the...
yeah, hold on, if that goes that way.
It goes the same direction as the motor.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. Well, the other option is to undo.
Those 4 bolts.
Between removal tool. Doesn't say which way to move to undo it though.
Nope.
You would think if it was a left-hand thread that they would
Mention it.
mention it, yeah.
Oh no, that just sounds like the common sense thing to do.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's coming off, I think.
When was this book come out though? 20 bloody years ago.